see I use it a lot to get shape. But it's like butt to tip. Same degree angle. Okay, that 22.5. Butt to tip. Then you turn it over. You still keep your fingers on the back of the blade, butt to tip. This blade is brand new, doesn't need anything. Alright? And then you flip it over, you go rough, fine, and then you wind up on the steel. Okay? This has a neat little station named carrier in it. I lost some of the feet. As you can see, I use water. It's filled in water in the stone. Okay?
How many passes? Same.
Equal on each side. That's the key. If you really need some work, you know, you can tell when it starts to come back and you look at it and it's starting to come back, feel it. It all depends on how much you need to sharpen. But in the beginning, if you just 3 or 4 swipes, you know, of bringing it back, especially after what you've been working on in class, that's it. All right. So what I'm going to demo is station setup as well as an onion. Okay. Now, this is for that, so ignore that. What I have under here on my station is sanitizer buckets. Red for sanitizer, green for scrubbing stations. Alright? Soapy water goes in the green, red is for sanitizer. Don't mix them up. Alright? This right here. Okay? This right here, always give you a little more quick wipe down. You never know what's been on it. You never want to trust what somebody else has done. Under here, what I've got is a wet paper towel. I personally have, going to dollar store, whatever, those shelf liners that are rubber. I prefer those because you can wash them, because less landfill and they're much more stable. Okay, that nice little pad to it, so when you press on it, it doesn't slide around. You want to get yourself one of those and throw it in your knife bag? By all means. Okay, just keep it washed, rinse, sanitize, and dry. Okay, these are acceptable too. You'll notice if your cutting board's a little bit warped, it doesn't attach itself very well. Okay. So I've got a clean station. I've got my sanitizer, which belongs down here. I've got a trash. If I see somebody throwing food around into a trash, I'm going to lose points. Okay. Into here, these are your mise en place bowls, my finished product. Okay. Trash, finished product. Don't throw stuff on your cutting board if you can avoid it. What good does it do you if you have to go take it somewhere? You got to do this. And you look stupid, drop stuff on the floor. In here, you can take it where you need to go. You can apply heat to it, whichever way you want to roll. Alright? Trash, good stuff. Okay. Now, this is the root end of the onion. This is the flower end, or the stem end, if it were to grow. Okay? Whenever I get blue, whenever I get sad, I always tell myself, I can still dice an onion. A lot of people don't know how to dice an onion because they don't understand the shape, they don't understand how it works. They don't understand how to make squares out of circles or globes, right? If you can do this, you can do a lot of different things. So, starting out, paring knife, onion. A lot of people will do it just with this. That's okay, all right? If you start just by taking the flower end off, you're going to grab me a different one. This one's going to rock. Okay? Take the flower end just off enough to where you can see the layers and how many layers you actually need to peel back. Then you can take your paring knife and just get under the first skin just a little bit and draw yourself a line, not that deep, but down into the onion to where you can start to peel it off. Okay? Alright, now, onions are perfectly usable. If you work over your trash like this and you drop it, no big deal, right? I can still use it. If I'm working over the garbage can and I'm doing that, I just lost my product. Okay? Now notice I still have my root on. That's going to help keep this onion intact. Alright, I'll use a different one just to show it one more time. It's soft too. Okay? Just a little bit off. Now, in the future, you may want to save these for your onion brulees. We'll talk about this further, but when you start trimming your onions, save these for your onion brulees. Okay? These have value. Not everything in the kitchen does, but that's one in particular that does. So, we're going to try this again. Just a little bit in, down. You can also use your blade to come in like this. You grab a hold of it with your thumb and the blade, and just peel it down like this. Okay? If your onion is really fresh, the skin should be really tough like this. Okay? You can start peeling down like this. Notice I still got the root on. Not yet. I'm gonna put knife bits away.
Oh, I thought you already did.
No, sorry. Like 5 minutes we're gonna do it to be out of here. Alright, so I get down to just the usable onion edible part right here, okay? You can leave this intact or you can just trim it off just a little bit. You're not gonna use it. Notice I'm not forcing it, I'm letting the blade do the work. Okay? Alright, from here, I now have a flat surface. When we're cutting, we want to work with flat surfaces, right? Always cut against your flat surface. I get my waste out of the way so that my cuts are clean. Okay? Vertical cut straight down through. Notice how it is inside, alright? We've all seen an onion, but the structure is important. I'm going to cut, let's start with the dice, right? I'm going to cut, what I have is layers, they're all pointing this way, in a circle, in a sphere, okay? I'm going to cut against these. A lot of people will start with their down cut first, right? If you start with your side cut, I've got a block here, essentially. Picture this block. I've got a side cut to make layers, right? Notice where my thumb is, okay? It's protecting from me going all the way through. Notice the grip of the blade. Alright? The crook of my hand, the crook of my forefinger is wrapped over the blade like this. Okay? You can use mostly handle, you can choke it just a little bit, with your forefinger and your thumb wrapped around the blade like this, you have a much better grip. Control it. This, start to wobble. This, and your arm bones all go straight into the blade, you have a direct approach to this. I come up to the board, nice and square, I come in like this. This hand is together, not like this. It's together, it's protected. It's kind of like some out with you. Keep it together, okay, like this, and it's on top. Your fingernails are tucked underneath, gripping the product just a little bit. Your thumb is behind your other fingers protecting. Okay? Now I'm doing these side cuts like this just to show you that what we're going to do is we're going to make sticks. Alright? Consider this to be solid. I'm making my layers this way. Then I'm going to face it towards me, and I'm going to come straight through. Okay? What I'm going to do here is about a medium dice. Okay? Notice I still have my sticks. I haven't really lost much. If you come down first, as opposed to sideways, you're going to lose more product that way. This, if all my cuts are close to being the same distance apart, here, this way, and this way, I'm going to wind up with a uniform product. Uniformity leads to good cooking. If your sizes are all different, some are going to be overcooked, some will be undercooked. Okay? So now my third and final cut are going to be in the same distance. Notice, my finger is guiding the blade. My forefinger has got this little knuckle. I know where it is because I can touch it. You start bringing the blade above your hand, you're in the danger zone. If it's down where your other hand is, you know what it's doing at all times because I'm pushing against it. This hand's pushing against this one. I know what's going on because I can feel it. If I were to do this, I'm not going to cut myself because I know exactly where I am. I know exactly where the blade is because I'm touching the top of it. Okay? It's all about control when it comes to blade. Down. Okay? Down. Now, onions don't make perfect dices once you break them up. Okay? The layers crumble apart. Right? But they do give you a uniform shape and size. Okay? Now where you didn't come all the way through, you're going to have some stuff like this. You can fix that. You've got a layer now, right? You want nice product utilization. You don't want to waste it. You've got squares. Now, this piece is not waste. It says flavor, it has value. Okay? If you want it to get all the way down to the very end, good for you. I don't want to watch you waste time. Take this off. Good for stock now. So here's my stock bowl. Here's my waist. And here is my medium dice. Okay? Now, don't be afraid to go back through your work if you find something that doesn't match up right, depending on your application. If I'm just going to throw this into the pot for airflow, do I really need to worry about the size that much? Okay? So one more time. Okay? Do your side cuts. Notice it's push, push, stop. It's not a lot of people do this, right? No, it's a push, push, stop. Watch, push.